Right, welcome. Look, everyone's talking about this. I did a video on it before this final episode had come out, and I was doing it from the perspective of like the BBC TV license and things like that. But it gets even worse, ladies and gentlemen. It genuinely gets even worse. Obviously, headline here: the BBC Complaints Department responds to Doctor Who backlash, whilst viewership continues to nosedive. So we're going to get into this today, but I just want to say straight from the outset, YouTube is absolutely screwing my channel into oblivion. So I have set up a backup channel. It's just called More Mr. H Reviews. This channel will continue, but hit subscribe to that channel. It's linked down below in a pinned comment. Make sure you turn bell notifications on to notify all, just in case, because you never know, this channel could just poof, disappear. So hit subscribe to that one, just in case, but I'm going to continue here as per the norm. I'm going to migrate all of my old retrospective reviews over to that channel, so there will be content there, and believe it or not, you may have missed some of them because YouTube doesn't notify you. So that kind of, I guess, PSA out of the way. Let's get into it. Yeah, I mean, who could foresee this happening? Everyone. Genuinely everyone. The BBC Complaints Department responded to the recent backlash over the series finale of Series 12 of Doctor Who, The Timeless Children. It's terrible. It's just terrible. It's just bad. It's bad storytelling. I mean, look, this speaks for itself, right? Doctor Who and Rotten Tomatoes, right? We're just going to view this because it's an aggregated website. So this is a good... It gives us a good feeling of what the general audience believes. So we're not talking about the critics' rating, because, I mean, obviously it's trash. But it just gives us a feeling of what the general audience is kind of thinking about. So Season 12 of Doctor Who currently has a 16% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, with an average rating of 1.37 out of 5 from 3,210 reviews. That's not a small amount, you know? And I'm sure with Rotten Tomatoes we'll start to see how they wipe the slate clean, trying to get the reviews up and things like this, but whatever. And the response from people is just appalling. The cringe is real. You know, you think it might not be as bad as you think, but it is. Good God, why? Completely retcons all 50 years of story and world building. Jodie Whittaker is a terrible Doctor. She's bland, flat, and does not know how to act like the Doctor. And that's the thing, right? They all have certain witticisms, but they all have, quite clear-cut mannerisms that are... It's an evolution, so you can kind of see a similarity between them, you know? Now, she hasn't even really watched any of the previous seasons to get an idea on how the Doctor acts. Again, talking about those, the thread of evolutionary mannerisms there. The Doctor has had clear mannerisms throughout all his incarnations, and these are basically being completely ignored throughout Whittaker's time as the Doctor. Dear Lord. Not real Doctor Who. What is this rubbish? Be straight to the point, you know. Apparently we get some amazing deals there. James R. writes, time for a new Doctor and better writing. The thing is, you're not going to get it. I mean, I highly doubt you're going to get it. Chibnall's back on for the next season, so, I mean, woe is me and everyone else. This one, I did try to read it. It's bad English, so it's a little bit of a... I'll try to read it again for you guys, but again, it's bad English, so we're going to read between the lines a little bit. It's not a slight on the poster who posted this review, FYI. One of the main problems I have with the Timeless Children arc, so he's talking about just the arc, he's not really talking about the individual, etc., is because it changes the Doctor in a negative way for me. The Doctor was different because of the choices she made. The Doctor was one of those who ran by staring at the void. The Doctor was never part of the elite, which is true, because of the Gallifreyans. The Doctor was the Time Lord who chose to interfere, to break the rules, to help others in need. Not because the she is special, genetically is special, so special. Being the one to form her entire race, making every single one of the Gallifreyans a little bit of the Doctor. What always interested me in the show was that every Gallifreyan could do what the Doctor chose to do, but didn't. Which, I mean, yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? You know, it's a rogue. But nah. Anyway, It's terrible. Like, people just hate it. Oh my god, this season was worse than season 11, and I didn't think that was possible. The writing is horrible, and the way the writers destroyed the last 55 years of Doctor Who history is disgusting. I, for one, will no longer watch this trash heap of crap. Katrina K writes, crap, 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 crap. Us, the oldies, we made this show. We can break it. Wait, you've already done that without any help from us. People just hate it, basically. And so they did respond. It's not an epic response, but it's funny, and it goes to show how like tone deaf they are. Doctor Who is a beloved, long-running series, and we understand that some people will feel attached to a particular idea they have of the Doctor, or that they enjoy certain aspects of the programme more than others. Opinions are strong, and this is indicative of the imaginative hold that Doctor Who has, that so many people engage with it on so many levels. So don't squander it. You have a good fan base, nurture it. This is what we see time and time again. We're seeing it with Star Trek, we've seen it with Star Wars. Midnight's Edge did a video on this, and it's all about publishers, studios squandering. They just squander the fan love, you know, the literal fandom. They're just squandering it. They take it for granted. And to talk somewhat politically about this, again in the UK we had the Conservatives versus Labour. Labour had took their voters for granted. In fact, they literally labelled them stupid, and they have done numerous times now. It's hilarious. And this is what we see. These companies, these elitist companies, these liberal elites, which is what the BBC is ran by, they just believe they can tell us, the fans, what we should be liking, rather than listening to us and adapting accordingly. Now, there's nothing wrong with giving us some form of a subversion of expectation, but some expectations do have to be met, because otherwise, what keeps people coming back? It's not their fandom anymore, is it? It's not what they like. That's just simple logic. It'd be like calling something Jurassic Park and not having any dinosaurs in it. You'd just be like, well, what? I mean, I get it's a subversion of expectation, but it's not the same fucking material. You'd just be like, what is this trash? You know? I mean, surely that's just simple. You know, like having, like, oh, we call it the Jedi Knights, but there's no Jedis here. Alright then, mate. Unreal. Anyway, the statement continues. It says, we wholeheartedly support the creative freedom of the writers, and we feel that creating an origin story is a staple of science fiction writing. What was written does not alter the flow of stories from William Hartnell's Brilliant Doctor onwards. It just adds new layers and possibilities to this ongoing saga. Well, no one likes it, so shove it up your bum. We have also received many positive reactions. So this is the thing. It's like, we listen, we get it, we don't care, because actually this helps us moving forwards. And also, furthermore, double down on it. People really liked it as well. We did get someone that liked it, so, you know, fuck you. That's what they're saying. Read between the lines. I mean, literally is what they're saying here. We've also received many positive reactions to the episode's cliffhanger. There are still a lot of questions to be answered, and we hope that you will come back to join us and see what happens. Or you hope, do you? But we appreciate that it's impossible to please all of our viewers all of the time, and your feedback has been raised with the programme's executive producer. The executive producer doesn't give a shit. So you're not changing anything. Because they don't have to. Because they got that money. They don't care. They literally don't care. Unreal. It's terrible. And this is the thing, right? Piers Wenger. This is what my video was on. Piers Wenger has also defended the show after its viewership numbers plummeted, stating, I worked on Doctor Who myself and produced it for many years, and I can honestly say I don't think it's been in better health editorially. The production values have never been better. And this is what I said. Production values do not equate to quality, right? It's not a linear track. You know, as production levels go up, quality goes up. That's not necessarily the case. Because the end product here is people are not liking it. It's terrible. So grow up, sort it out, and fucking get with it. On it, like, just unreal. The premiere episode of the season had an overnight rating of 4.8 million, and the show lost almost a quarter of its viewership in just 10 episodes. That's bad. That's not good. That's really not good. You should be embarrassed. In the United States on BBC America, it fared far worse. Ratings for the final season for the final episode clocked in at 0.12 in the 18 to 49 demographic. Total viewership, according to TV series finale, was only check this number out, 374,000. That is abysmal. That is abysmal. It's lost 52% from its premiere to its final. It should be building. People should be interested, locked in. Nah, they're done with it. No matter how the BBC wants to defend the show, the numbers are pretty clear that the show is turning off a significant number of viewers. Yeah, no shit. But they won't do anything about it. They don't care. They have got the British taxpayers' money when it comes to, when it comes to the TV license. So, whatever. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. FYI, YouTube does not send out anything past a third video for notifications, even if it fancies sending a notification in this day and age anyway, so please do check back. Also, follow me over on Twitter, at Mr. H Reviews, so you can kind of stay up to date on all of that anyway. But whatever, I've been Mr. H, take care.